Okay, we're now joined by Baylor coach Scott Drew. Coach, welcome, and your thoughts about the upcoming season.
Well, it's been a good first couple weeks for us. We learned each other's names. Now we're passing to the right guys. Our SID, David K, said, "I got good news for you." I said, "What is it?" He goes, "We've researched it, and in the Power 5 conferences, you have the fewest returning lettermen of anybody." And he says, "I know you like to win, so at least you're winning that." So we're a younger team. We've been in the last few years able to have some veteran leadership and stay old. This year we're back to teaching. The good news is when you have this many new guys, you see a lot of improvement. And then other days you come home and thank goodness for Advil. As far as returning players, we do have 3 returning lettermen. King McClure, a senior, is somebody that whenever a coach has a senior that loves the school as much as the staff does, you know you're in good shape. He's been a great teammate and leader during his time at Baylor and is doing a great job with the young guys. We do have Tristan Clark, who was our second most efficient offensive player in Big 12 play using Ken Palm stats. So we need him to continue to progress and have a great year for us. And then Mark Vital is the 3rd returning letterman, and he was 8th in rebounding in Big 12 play. So those 3 are the guys that have to do a good job leading with things. Jake Lindsay, he's helping us coach right now as he rehabs, and he says he obviously much rather play because his coaching stuff's a lot harder than he thought. As far as a Big 12 play, what makes a Big 12 conference so great isn't 1 or 2 or 3 teams. It's top to bottom, and trying to make sure all our younger guys understand the importance of each and every possession. Last year in our 18 Big 12 games, 11 of them were in the last 5 minutes, 2 possessions or less. So everything they do on the court's important. We play a real challenging non-conference schedule again. Previous to last year, we had the #1 strength of schedule for the 4 years before that, using ESPN's RPI numbers. And this year, we challenge ourselves again in the non-conferences, as you can see with the teams that we face. Hopefully, that'll get us ready for what we'll face in Big 12 play. That's all I got.
Okay, we're going to start on the outside left, and we got 2 questions over there. We'll take both of them over there.
Hey, Scott. Brian Davis, Austin American Statesman. You know, roster turnover is nothing new in this sport, but for you guys this year, it's out of the norm. Maybe the Reader's Digest version of why y'all are in this predicament, and would you be just gobbling those Advils if you didn't have Mason?
Well, I think first of all, with why we're in this predicament is we've had some guys leave early, you've had some guys transfer, and that's common with everybody in college basketball. With us, it just hit us more this year than any other year that we've had. As far as there's always good news, too, and with the grad transfers, bringing in someone like Mekhi Mason, he scored 31 points and upset us in the NCAA tournament, so we didn't have to explain who he was or what he could do to any of our fans. They saw it all firsthand. At the same time, why we recruited him wasn't just because of our game. It was because of what he had done that whole year, and when he played against SMU, Duke, USC, he was very efficient, just like in our game. He's somebody that when he's healthy, he's a really good player and a very good leader. The last 2 years he hadn't been healthy. He's only played in 1 game. So he needs to, first of all, be healthy for us. Second of all, we got to keep getting that rust off from not playing very much in the last 2 years. As far as with again, I think every coach would rather be older and more experienced. The trick nowadays is trying to get to that point. It's a lot harder than it used to be.
Got another question on the outside left.
Coach Fulton Cassidy, KGHK. With the addition of Mekhi Mason coming out of Yale, he has essentially missed the past 2 seasons due to injury. What have you seen so far with him in terms of rehabbing, and what do you expect he can bring to your program with so much turnover this year?
Well, Makai is one of those guys that when we recruited him, the AL coaching staff told us, he went to a dance and he was on a scooter and he was rehabbing. He left the dance early and got 500 shots up, and he's just a guy who lives in the gym. I mean, he'll be rehabbing in around the gym for 4 or 5 hours. So the big thing is the coaching staff is making sure he's not doing too much, and that's tough for us because you love guys that are in the gym and you love guys that are wanting to get better. And he's one of those guys, when he's in the gym, he's working on his craft. He's not wasting time. So protecting him and working with our trainers first and foremost. As far as with him practicing, we've limited a lot of reps that he gets, and we've given him extra days off and tried to make sure we're careful and smart with that. At the same time, when he's been healthy, when he's been fresh, he's been very effective. And when you, as a coach, if you're going to have experience, you want it in the backcourt, and him being a fifth-year guy and King McClure being a fourth-year guy, that does give you experience in the backcourt. Hopefully we can keep him healthy, and when he's been fresh and he obviously is fundamentally sound, makes it a lot easier on the coaching part for us because he knows what plays to make. At the same time, it's good having a lot of length and athleticism that you have in Big 12 practices because that allows you to adjust and get ready for what you're going to face during the year as well.
Question for Coach. Got a question in the middle, right in front of you, Coach.
Hey, guys. Riley Gates, GoPowerCat.com. How has Matthew Mayer come in as a recruit? Has he been adjusting pretty well to the system? Is he making an impact on your team so far?
Well, Matt's somebody that can really score, and he can get a shot off, which is a skill in itself. As most freshmen, when they come in, the biggest adjustment, as every coach will tell you, is just making sure they understand the shot selection and making sure that they understand the importance of the defensive end in every possession. From the standpoint in high school, a lot of guys shot when they wanted, and defensively had to not be too aggressive because they had to stay on the court and couldn't get in foul trouble. So those are always your bigger adjustments for freshmen, is making sure they fit in with other talented players around them, and he's doing that, and he's growing from that. And as far as the defensive end, like all our freshmen, he's improving. As far as talent level, he's somebody that definitely is going to help us this season and in the future. He's someone that has NBA talent.
We got a question on the right side. Chuck, put your hand up. I thought you had your hand. Sorry. Anybody else over on this side?
Just an itch, right? Yeah, be careful.
Coach, I think they're going to let you off easy. I don't understand that, but thanks a lot, and good luck for the season.
Thank you, guys, and have a great day.